Okay, here's number 5. Now, notice that the first thing is that these two figures are not oriented in the same direction. So if you can keep straight in your mind what side corresponds to which side on the other figure, that's okay. But if you want to make sure you can keep it straight, I would redraw one of the figures into the orientation of the other figure. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to redraw this figure. Oops, back you go. I'm going to redraw this figure, okay, in the orientation of this smaller one. So I know in class I told you never flip, but it looks like in this case we have to flip it. A certain simple rotation won't get it to line up, so we do need to flip. So we're going to flip, and here's that larger figure with my great drawing skills. Okay, this is E, this is F, this is D, okay, and E has a single curve, F has 2, D has 3. Okay, and the short side EF is 3, the long side FD is 8, and the medium side ED is 6. Okay, so let's check. So first, it says list the angles that are congruent. That shouldn't be there. Okay, and you should use this format. So angle M is congruent to angle T. Okay, so let's write it for these two. So angle L is congruent to angle E. And we know that because they both have these single curves. And again, we have to go in order, so I'm going from the smallest to the largest. I'm going to say angle L is congruent to angle E. Okay. Next, it looks like angle K is congruent to angle F because they both have those two curves. So angle K is congruent to angle F. Okay, and likewise, angle D has the 3 curves, okay, and angle J has the 3 curves. So angle J is congruent to angle D. Okay, so we've got our congruencies. So then it asks the questions, are the triangles similar? Well, we know that in order for two triangles to be similar, all 3 angles, corresponding angles, have to be congruent. And we know now that they are. But they also, the sides need to be proportional, and we don't know that yet. So in order to know that, we have to write the proportionality statement. So again, I'm going to use this figure and this figure, and I'll write it in a different color just to make things more interesting. Okay. What did it do? Sorry. Sorry about that. Somehow it bounced out of drawing mode. I'm not sure what. So I'm going to start from where we left off, which is writing the proportionality statement. So again, you just have to make sure you're getting all the corresponding sides straight. So let's do it in colors. So we'll start with the smallest one, and we see that this side corresponds to this side. So 3, we'll write 3 over 6. Okay. And then this side corresponds to this side. And we're going to write 1.5 over 3. And then this side corresponds to this side, and we're going to write 4 over 8. So 3 over 6 is equal to 1/2. 1.5 over 3 is equal to 1/2. 4.8 is equal to 1/2. So yes, the sides are all proportional. The angles are congruent. So are the triangles similar? Yes. Okay. Now it asks you to write a similarity statement. So I'm going to make sure that that I write the letters in order. So let's start with J over here, and I'm going to say JLK. So triangle JLK is similar to triangle DEF. And I'm done. That's my answer. Okay, I hope it made sense, even though we had to kind of stop in the middle. But that is problem 5.